Hey guys, it's me, Star, with a couple of my Lolita friends, and we're gonna ask them a couple of questions. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Oh, okay, I'll go first. Hi, I'm Yumichi. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm Kimailu. Nice to meet you.
Alright, let's jump right into it. Okay. What got you into Lolita?
Okay. Guess what got me into Lolita was tough questions.
Asking all the real questions.
All
here.
the real questions. Probably. I went to a con and I saw Lolitas there, and that kind of, I guess, got me sort of started into Lolita. And it kind of started, I guess the most time I started was when I started listening to like Visual K music and stuff, and then I was like, wow, Visual K is kind of a cool fashion, and then Lolita, and then like I saw the girls at the cons and whatever. That's when I'm like, okay, I really want to do Lolita now. So before I was just kind of like, oh yeah, it's cute, and then I was like, okay, no, I need to wear it. What about you?
Oh, me? I'm an avid manga reader, so I'm like infatuated with a lot of anime and manga, so I'm not gonna lie, Chopits really started for me, and then Dokuhime, and I was like, oh no, what is this? And then I kind of like stumbled upon the actual fashion itself, because I didn't know it was a name before then. So I found the fashion, and I was like, huh, I'm gonna dive face first, and here I am.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing for me. I'm also a manga and anime fan as well, and I got into Lolita because of that, kind of because of the showbiz as well. So I saw Chi and I was like, this is cute.
Mighty Need.
Yeah, so then I looked online, like even before that I was looking in the Shoujo Beat manga, the what's it called? The mangas that they used to sell like Books A Million. I was looking at that and I saw like Baby the Star Shine Bright, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And then I looked online and I was like, oh, that's expensive.
Oh, that's cute. So where do I
that,
send you my arm?
Yeah, so after that I was like, no. And then I found Bodyline, so there's that. Okay, so next question. How long have you been a Lolita?
Probably about 5 years or so. I've been a Lolita for.
I stumbled upon the fashion when I was like 14 or 15, and then I actually found out more about it when I was 16, but I don't think I actually started purchasing Lolita until I was like 18, because until that I couldn't, I didn't have a way of buying stuff online, because when I hit 18 I had like an online banking account. Thank God for PayPal. Anyway, even though they caused me so much trouble, thank God for PayPal. But yeah, I think around like 18 is when I actually started buying Lolita articles, but I knew about it before, and then I just physically couldn't start. So I guess I've been in it for like technically 5 years.
Are you me? Like,
are we the same person?
Like, that's the same thing for me. I started buying it in college because before then I couldn't afford it. I was just like, what do I do? Because I really want this, but I can't.
Exactly.
So after I started college, I got Lolita. And I was like, yes, this is it. So, what sellers do you guys recommend for beginning Lolitas?
For beginning Lolitas, Bodyline's probably what most girls I'd say go to. If you're interested, like, some people want to just dive headfirst into brand items and stuff. I don't recommend doing that, but if you feel like the kind that has like studied enough and like knows about Lolita to like want to do that, I recommend Closet Child and Maiden Clothing for secondhand brand items, and not Fan Plus Friend and Bodyline.
I personally think it depends on the person. Like, if you're me, I'm always that kind of girl that is like, free shipping for 1 month. Like, I have to wait like a whole month. I'm okay with that. It's only a month. See, I have like iron patience.
No. EMS shipping or I don't buy.
See, like with the Bodyline shipping, like it's like, oh, it's free shipping, but you know, you gotta wait like a whole month. I don't see the problem here. It's free shipping.
So much.
So it's one of those things, and it depending on who you are. If you're patient like me, I would avidly suggest like Talboa, because there's so many good off brands out there that are just like gorgeous, and for the same price, like Byline's okay. Like, they're the Walmart of Lolita, and everyone knows that.
The Walmart.
But, like, for the same price, you can get, like, off-brand stuff from Talbot for so much better quality. You just gotta be really patient. You gotta know work your way around shipping services and how to navigate, online, because everything is Chinese and it's like, what's going on? Exactly. It's kind of scary, but if you're willing to put the time and effort into it, I honestly believe it's a teeny bit better than Byline. But if you're kind of like the instant gratification kind of person where you just like, yeah, I want this, or I want to dip my toes into it, I would definitely suggest Byline, or maybe like a resale Lolita page, like on Facebook or Lace Market maybe. Because with that, like, usually you don't have to wait too long for shipping, and everyone kind of knows about it, so it's like you're not really like getting. You can always look up reviews on like dresses and stuff like that. So, and then like Lace Market is pretty like airtight when it comes to like what you can and cannot sell. So it's really hard to get ripped off on Lace Market, from what I know. I haven't heard a horror story yet. But so to review, if you have the time and patience, I would definitely suggest Talbot. And then if you just want to dip your toes in it, I would suggest like Bodyline, or like she said, Fan Plus Friend, but they're like the higher end Bodyline. Yeah. And then if you want to go face first, Google brands.
All the brands. Alright. Okay, another question. How would you guys handle people being rude or mean to you in Lolita?
It depends. Like, I usually just try to ignore it for the most part. Like, are we talking about like in person or like
in general, like person, online?
If it's online, I definitely am just kind of like push it to a corner. It doesn't really matter. I don't know the person or whatever. If it's like someone's just being rude to me in public, then I just try to ignore it then too. I don't really see a point. It's like if they just are like, oh, why are you wearing a costume? But they generally just don't know. I mean, I'm like, oh, it's not a costume, But if they're like, look at that girl in her costume. Yeah. Then I'm kind of like, oh, little Bo Peep. Oh my gosh, I get little Bo Peep so much.
So it's in the bonnet.
My obsession with bonnets goes too far. Nicki Minaj. Oh my god.
I got that once. I was really surprised. Like, they were like, you look like Nicki Minaj. And I was like,
what?
You're like,
I'm so confused.
like, I don't get it.
I'm like legitimately confused.
Oh, but what about you? What would you do in this situation?
I try to see people's intentions. Like, sometimes people will ask certain things and it'll come out like the completely wrong way, but they don't mean it. Like, for example, I had like really silly questions. Like, I had these like really young kids like walk up to me and ask me if I was a part of a cult. And I was like, no. We're just wearing a fashion. It's called Lolita. It's a Japanese fashion, blah, blah. Give them the little, info. But, like, he wasn't being rude. He was just like, what are you guys doing? Like, I have no idea what y'all are doing, But, like, I've had people who ask me, like, what are y'all doing? And, like, have that, like, really rude, voice. And I'm just like, we're just walking around, minding our own business. And I've never been in a situation where someone's been like completely hostile before, to where like fist fighting or anything. But if someone wants to ask me a question, I usually try to answer them, even if they are being rude. I'll still answer them and give them my bit. And then at that point, they choose to do what they want with that information. If they want to keep making fun of me, I'll walk away. If they want to know more about it, I'll talk to them. I mean, like, it's really funny. Like, sometimes you can't even tell. Like, one time we were walking in the mall, and these kids were like, "Are you guys Tumblr models?" And
yes,
I'm like, I was like, they have those?
Yeah, but for me, especially like at school, it's horrible at school because I stay in a small town community. But for me at school, I just have to try to ignore them, or I'll have my music in so I can't hear them. And when I get called Nicki Minaj, I'm just like, no. Just because I'm black and I have pink hair doesn't mean I'm Nicki Minaj.
You should scream back and be like, your mother's Nicki Minaj. That would be really sad if my mom was Nicki Minaj. Like, ugh. I'm just saying, like, if my mom were like going and making these crazy rap videos, I'm just over here like,
I would praise it because she could buy me all the brand I wanted.
Yeah.
One last question. What type of Lolita are you into? Because everyone knows that there's sub-styles to Lolita, and I just want to know what's your particular sub-style.
Well, today I'm actually wearing classic Lolita, but usually I try to wear more like chemo and sweet Lolita. But not too OTT.
Yes. My very first like style of Lolita was gothic, and now I'm slowly going into classic and slightly sweet. Like I tried like traditional sweet, like it's old style, but it's pink. So it's sweet. But nowadays it would be considered like old school Lolita because like today's sweet is like candy, cats.
It's her.
Strawberries and chocolate. Strawberry. Yeah, this is the new sweet, so like with my sweet can't compete. It's old school now.
When I got into Lolita, I dove straight first into sweet. I tried gothic and I was like, no. That's just like, I got some bittersweet chords. And I'm like, I don't like them. But I don't want to sell them because I actually might wear them one day.
One day.
But, okay guys, so that's the video. So you guys want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye guys.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.
Yes.
Subscribe to her.
Subscribe to me. It's all about me. But no one will get that. So, I'll see you guys later. Please look forward to the next video.
See ya.